It's Gabrielle Nicolay from SpeechKids and Raising Orchid Kids. And I wanted to talk about what happens when your child just won't listen to you. And this happens to all of us at some point, and it can feel really, really taxing and annoying because our kids just seem to push our buttons. And so I wanted to go through, I think it's 5 things, which is a lot. So bear with me. 5 things that you can do when your child is not listening. So the first thing is to make sure that they actually heard you. And I know that seems a little bit silly, but if I'm calling to my kiddo from across the house expecting that they're going to respond, that's on me. That's just a bad idea. Children, particularly orchid children, sometimes are in their own heads a lot, sometimes are not paying attention to the outside world. And it's unfair of us to expect them to do that just because, why? We're the parent. It's dicey, right? So go to them. If you've got something important to say, go to them. Touch their shoulder. Say their name. Wait for them to look. And then tell them what you needed them to know. By the way, also works with spouses. The second thing, once we know they can hear us and that they're paying attention, do they understand? And for anybody who has a child with a speech and language issue, this is a confusing thing, or it can be, because we're not sure. Did they not hear me, or did they not understand what I said, or are they not complying with what I asked them to do? And so it's worth asking. If you've got any doubts at all in your mind, ask a speech therapist. Are they able to understand what I'm asking? Now, if the answer is yes, then we want to do a couple of other things. So if you can, change the environment for success. And what I mean by that is if your child is really having trouble letting go of the iPad or picks it up off the couch when they walk by because you left it there, can we move that? Can we prevent that from happening? Can we remove access to things that are too tempting? And if you've got a 9-year-old, and yes, they should be able to stay away from the iPad that's on the couch if they know it's not TV time, but they don't. And so why are we going to keep letting them fail? Let's promote success, because success begets success and failure begets failure, right? So let's help them be successful. And if helping them be successful means that we hide things away from them where they can't reach them, that's okay. That's allowed. Another way that we can help our kids be successful, a lot of times I see this during cleanup time, where toys are everywhere. If we say to a child, it's time to clean up, and we hold a basket in front of them, now our kiddo knows where to put the toys. And if our kiddo has attention issues or language issues or any other, or motor issues, sensory, all of those things, any kind of developmental kind of glitch, seeing that basket is going to help them know, oh, I put the toys here. Okay, small change in the environment, big ramifications for success, right? That's a big deal. And then you get to say, wow, I love how you're cleaning up, even though they're not really cleaning up, but they are really cleaning up because you're helping them. You're giving them the support that they need. I want you, and I probably should have put this one first, I want you to figure out, do you really, 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 really want to be asking them to comply with the direction or do the thing that you are asking them to do? Is it necessary? And I call this is this the hill I want to die on today question. There are some times when you will choose, and this is totally allowed, and this is totally okay, and you should give yourself a pass. There are going to be times when you're going to choose not to force your child to clean up. It's okay. It's okay if it stays messy. It's okay if you clean it up later because you know your child is tired, or you know your child is hungry, or you know your child is discombobulated because they had a shot today. It's okay. You don't have to force compliance of the rules, even things that are rules, all of the time. You just don't. Give yourself some break, some slack, and give your child that slack as well. Finally, how many was that? I don't even know. schedule some more time in. And time in, what I mean by time in is time when you are available to your child with no strings attached. You're not going to try to teach them anything. You're not going to make them go anywhere that they don't want to go. You're not even going to suggest what you play. You're going to let them take care of it. You're going to be available without your phone, without any conflicts, and just be available to them. And that works really well if you can sit on the floor with them. Teaching time in is something that we do at SpeechKids, and we teach you how to do it in Raising Orchid Kids. And so if that's something you're interested in learning more about, we would love to talk about that and see what's good, what's going to work for you. And then ask for help. If you're really struggling, get some help. You are not alone. There are people who can help you. We have a Raising Orchid Kids class coming up. We have ongoing support groups, and it is amazing what happens when people get into those support groups and into the class. The sense of community, the sense of relief, and the sense of collaboration and tribe that happens when you can find parents who are experiencing some of the same things that you are. And so I encourage you, if that speaks to you at all, to check that out. Until next time, take care.